It's a pastime hobby here. Burning effigies, stoning your houses and abusing you on the telephone. So we're used to it. We are very used to it. I remember we lost the World Cup quarter-final in '96. I had an injury, intercostal injury, where it takes 6 weeks to get fit. Any normal cricketer, physio would know. So Amir Sohail became a captain and they lost the quarterfinals. And at the time they were all gang. Wasim is not great, let's put it on match fixing. Let's put his name in. How can somebody can do anything if he's not even participating in the game? And we were flying from Delhi to Lahore. Our government called us. Don't fly to Lahore, it's very dangerous, go to Karachi. So that's where I got scared. I mean, first time in my own country I got scared. My wife was alone and I had to hire about 3-4 guards with guns to come out and stay outside my... And in your own country, the worst part is in your own country. Personally, I became diabetic. It was tension related in my family. And my father got kidnapped for 2 days in my own country. I was very down though. I was very, it was like the lowest life. In my own country is happening to me and nobody's helping me is really the downer.
Now there's trouble here for the captain. Perhaps his inexperience is just starting to show through.
It wasn't fun. I think it was too early for me. I was 24 years old. And especially me being a captain at 24 and Jawad Mian playing under me, Runiz Raja was under me, Salim Malik was under me, and Waqar on top of that, a vice captain.
As we all know that you got to make people happy when you are captain. Captain is not how to make a plan to kind of field adjustment or who's gonna ball now, these things comes with everybody can do that. But making a people happy, making a people united, that is a call captaincy.
He was, I think, at times over anxious, over aggressive, not a great man manager as Imran was. So his first few years were difficult for everyone.
It was very difficult for me to handle as a player. As a captain, how to control these guys, how to discipline these guys. So the first 3 months were it affected my performance as well.
It was in 96 or 95 or 96, I can't really remember the exact dates, but around that time when there was a dispute of his captaincy, cricketers never wanted to play under him. He was a bit harsh on the field and stuff like that. And suddenly all of them decided not to play under him. And they all revolted against him. And they made me a ringleader, as I said, the rebels ringleader.
I think it was political. It was boys wanted. I was slightly tough as a captain. I wanted them on time. I wanted them this. They wanted an easy life. They wanted Zimbabwe's coming flat tracks. I remember Basit Ali, one of our cricketers, he said, okay, I was in the toilet and he was in the dressing room. One guy said, I'm going to get 3 500s. He said, I'm going to get 600s in 3 test matches. And I made quick grassy wickets. So that sort of little problems and little intrigues were happening at the time. It was very difficult. I was in a team on a tour. I wasn't talking to anyone. That was a bit difficult. On the field, getting wickets, no celebration, no high fives. So it was very odd.
I feel sorry that we did that because that was not very good for the game. But it happened. And then they sacked Wasim and they made Salim Malik as a captain, and then the whole thing started. And Wasim, I still think that he still got in his back his mind that it was all me who did it, but it wasn't me. But, I mean, he thinks that way. I don't know if he thinks now or not, because we retired, it's all over. We meet each other, we're good friends again. But for some time, it was in his mind that it was all me who did it, but it wasn't me. It was the whole 13 people squad.
I realized that's what they want me to do, to retire or to not to play or to dishearten me. So my answer back to them was, I can play better than you. I have more guts than you. Do whatever you want to do. I'll be in the team. You won't be eventually, and that's what exactly happened in long term.
Wasim and Waqar were bowling in England, and the English batsmen hadn't a clue how to face him. And this whole media campaign started about cheating.
I can't pinpoint a particular game, but I think when England got beaten, then they realized that here was something different and new and alien, and probably they'd not experienced it before, and that it couldn't be natural, it had to be unnatural.
Suddenly these two bowlers, on the evidence of, some scratch on the surface, these were supposed to be two great cheats now.
We knew that we had got England on the map. And that controversy we thought was unjustified, because here was class and pace and art on display. Reverse swing at pace. But things got nasty and out of hands. It got us together, and we rallied around the fast bowlers. And they weren't at all jolted by these controversies, which was great. They had a job to do, and they just kept on performing.
At the time we were young, didn't bother. We were getting attention, it all mattered to me at the time. I was 23 years old. We just won the World Cup, and we're beating, England team in England. Wow, what else could you ask for? All these allegations or whatever they had a go at us. I wasn't bothered, Waqar wasn't bothered. We were getting wickets every game, so we were okay with that. In 92 it was ball tampering, and now it's reversing.
There is no secret now. I mean, there used to be a secret that nobody knew about what reverse swing is all about. Now the whole world knows what reverse swing is. Some of them can do it, and they're getting better. But they're still not as effective as probably me and Wasim were.
I think Wasim Akram and Waqar Younis, for me, has been unbelievable in one-day cricket, especially. It's not easy to come to just come in and slog, especially Wasim Akram for me has been, in both forms of the games, the best I've ever seen.
I had definitely more highs than lows playing for my country. It was an honor. And it's part of a culture. You have to be your culture. People do love you as much as they hate you if you don't do well. So you have to adapt to that. And I did. But again, I'm a positive guy. I believe in forgiveness, or forget things. And whatever I did for 20 years for Pakistan, it was worth it. Whatever I've been through, if I have the life again, I'll do the same again.
Do the same again? Well, he'd be a mighty fine player either way. He was a great player. You coached him here as well, didn't you, at Lancashire?
I didn't coach him, I was around. Yeah, you know what I mean. He's one of the most impressive cricketers that I've ever met. He is a wonderful man, a great wit. He was respected here as a cricketer, accepted by the whole team, and his nickname here, which hasn't come out too much, was King. Everybody called him King here. They thought he was the very, very best.
When he bowled here at Old Trafford on these pitches we've talked about today with pace and bounce, when he got it through, he used to basically bang it in halfway down to start with, didn't he? Then sort of rough it up a bit, sort of take that shine off, and then he's just got to work with that swing, didn't he?
Can I just tell you a story? It's a domestic story, is this, that he wanted it dry, had to be dry. Pitches like we've just seen that would stuff the ball up, as you say. We had a spinner called Gary Yates who had a nasty habit of licking his fingers, like rubbing it on the ball. And he used to go apoplectic, Wasim, from being off, no, Sweaty. And he would call Sweaty Yates. His nickname was Sweaty Yates. Unfortunate nickname, that Sweaty Yates. Do not put wet on ball, Sweaty, keep ball dry. You could hear it booming around the ground. And everybody used to have a laugh at it. He was terrific. He could laugh at himself. He would laugh with everybody else. Magnificent bowler. A great.
All right, one of those to remember. So a true pioneer, a true great of the game. And he had a certain effect on us, I tell you, when we batted against him. Anyway, that was Wasim Akram. Now, we've got time still tonight to look back at what we've seen here today on the closing day.